Right? Who sings that song?
I don't know who's that. It's Ice Cube, I think. All right, let's get these tweets out before people think we're talking about Ice Cube. It's not why we're here.
Is it though?
Not the reason. I mean, we are talking about ice. Not really that much a cube, but we're talking about ice.
Ice hockey.
Yes, ice hockey.
Ow.
Wow.
Bow.
Got him. All right. Well, anyway, the tweets are out. We are here. We are live. Flyers, Penguins, pregame, the Ginger Thread at pregame show presented by Branded Sports. Big week. Big week going down. 3 straight games against the Penguins. It's the best rivalry in all of sports. Mm-hmm. I'm excited. I'm sure everyone is excited for it because, like I said, there's not much better than Flyers versus Penguins hockey. We already have some big breaking, well, not really breaking news at this point, but big news that happened today, the day of the game.
Yes.
Sidney Crosby.
Well, not exciting.
I mean,
but...
geez, Kelsey.
I was thinking about the other news.
Wow.
We'll talk about that later.
Listen, I don't like the guy either, but my God.
I know.
Anyway.
R.I.P. Sid.
Sidney Crosby officially on the COVID list as of today. We found out about that this morning. Don't know if it's a positive case. Don't know if it's just contact tracing. Not sure what it is right now. All we know is he's not playing tonight. That's the bottom line. So while hopefully Sid is okay and does not test positive and can get back on the ice soon, it is good news for the Flyers because they don't have to deal with him.
Yes, for sure.
Simple as that. Like, listen, I'm not gonna be the one to sit here and say I like the guy because out of every athlete that could be like, I would say, top 5 hated athletes of all time for me, he's probably number 1.
Yeah, but I mean, yes, that is breaking news, and you don't want to hear it because Flyers just got off. Everyone is officially off the COVID list now. So you obviously, like, I feel like personally for me, I would be a little cautious if I was Flyers, their personnel, just because you don't know. Penguins didn't take practice today.
But I think that's kind of better that they didn't.
Yes, definitely. I think if that was just more dedicated time for testing, just to make sure, like, go forth. But I mean, I definitely think like Flyers should be a little more cautious, obviously. But, he will be out 14 days at least because that's what, like, quarantine is. So
we don't know that though, because if he didn't,
I mean, I think it's if you have symptoms, I think no matter what, like, I think it's definitely a 10-day grace period where they have to.
But I think if it's just contact tracing, so if he doesn't have any symptoms, if it's just contact tracing, I don't think he plays in any of these games this week.
I don't see him playing.
All speculation. If it is just contact tracing, because we saw, what was it? Travis Sanheim was on the list, and he was only on there for a couple of days before he was taken off because he didn't test positive, and they just did contact tracing for him. So he was off it within a couple of days and back. Well, would have been back practicing had the Flyers been practicing. As for Crosby, we don't know what's going to happen yet. It's all still pretty much brand new. So obviously, from a health standpoint, we wish him nothing but best. As a Flyers fan, I'm happy to not have to deal with him tonight and hopefully for this week. And these two teams only separated by 2 points in the standings. So these next 3 games
are critical.
Very critical. The Penguins, look, I said it during the early stages of the season and in the offseason. I didn't think this Penguins team was going to be all that good this year. I still stand by that because I don't think they're all that good. Yes, they're sitting in 5th place right now, only 2 points behind us for that 4th spot in the East Division. But you look at this team, they haven't been the Penguins of old.
Right.
They're not this dominant team in the Eastern Conference that we've been accustomed to seeing. And, this is a chance for the Flyers to kind of put them in the rearview mirror and get some separation here from them a little earlier on than, as early as they possibly could, because they go out and win these next 3 games. That's, hopefully all in regulation. Obviously, we don't want any overtime because these 3-point games are annoying. And it's a long shot, but if the Flyers go and sweep these next 3 games, that's 6 points that they're going to jump ahead on top of the 2 that they're already ahead of the Penguins. So that's an 8-point difference if they sweep these 3 games. And again, like I said, I think it's a long shot. I don't think that's going to happen. Obviously, I'm hoping, but the Penguins they're still a good team. And obviously, when you have division rivals like this, the games are going to be tight. They're going to be physical. They're going to be close. It's just going to be, typical Flyers Penguins hockey. We may see one of those classic 7-6 games, or we may see, 2-3-2, 2-1 game. It just all depends on the goalies. And I think we can both be in agreement. The Flyers have the advantage in net, especially after this past weekend against Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
So Carter Hart coming off a shutout. He's in net tonight for the Flyers. It is Tristan Jarry in net for the Penguins. See, Kelsey always has these distractions going on in the background.
It's never me, I swear. Sorry.
Oh, man.
Man.
Anyway, Tristan Jarry in net for the Penguins tonight. He has been leaned on to be the guy since they traded away Matt Murray. Hasn't done a great job of that, in my opinion. First 2 times we met the Penguins this season were in the first 2 games of the season, and the Flyers, they took care of business, did what they needed to do. And I don't think Tristan Jarry was at the top of his game. I don't think he's been at the top of his game all year so far. And their backup, Casey DeSmith, I don't think he's been much better. And the Penguins have been lucky to squeak out some of the wins that they have been getting, and they're lucky to be in the spot that they're at. And the Flyers just need to do what the Flyers should do, and that's keep this team in the rearview mirror. And we have our first comment of the night by a Penguins fan.
Kelsey, I love you too.
All right, so that is Joe, the local Penguins fan. Thinks that the Penguins are going to win 7-1 tonight. He has some high expectations for a team without their captain, and a team that is coming off a split of their weekend series against the New York Islanders. So let's get that garbage off the screen. Thanks for watching, though, Joe. We appreciate the view. Good news for the Flyers. Oh, even more good news. Travis Konechny.
This was the news I thought you were going to lead off with first off. So I was like, oh, but yeah, TK is back. Woo!
Little surprising that he's coming in and replacing Knack.
Yeah.
Not what I was expecting, because Knack has been kind of all over.
Yeah. And I feel like the line
he's been
right
everywhere.
Now, that line that they're on right now, I feel like has been pretty solid. They're doing their job. So I'm very shocked when I saw that. So I don't know how that's gonna go, honestly. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be an issue, but I feel like Knack has been quiet, but has been doing his job. I feel like he's been hitting guys, he's been taking hits, and you would not normally notice it, but I feel like he's been doing so well this year that why take him out? Unless it's just a mental personal day, which we have talked about, but it's just weird to me.
Yeah, I agree. And don't get me wrong. I get the Flyers are in the midst of 6 games and 9 nights, so you got to keep the bodies fresh. It's just surprising. And with Konechny, he is a winger, and you're not going to take out. I get why they don't take out the center and Bunneman for that situation. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I don't really know, because, like I said, I've been more impressed with Knack than I have been Bunneman. over the last couple of games. So like, as
Yeah.
much as I love that line in general. So
Yeah.
that's not like the line that I would have wanted to separate. And honestly, look, I know Travis Konechny is an impact player. He's one of my favorite Flyers. I want him in the lineup every night.
Yeah.
I would have maybe thought about letting it ride with the lineup that we had, getting him another practice, getting some morning skates, get back into the routine of, being with the boys, and have him go on Thursday night. Like, sit him out. I would have probably sat him out tonight, kept everything was going, see how the game went, and then reassessed who should come out after that. Because I think the guys that are in the lineup, they've all earned to be in the lineup after this weekend. They played 2 great games.
Very well, yeah.
And I'm not saying by any means, I don't want to get taken out of context with them. I'm not saying Konechny would come in and ruin anything. I'm just saying we're in a good spot right now where it's like, I don't want to see anybody come out of the lineup.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just sucks because it's good and bad. Like, we finally have the depth. Everyone's now healthy. It's where we need to be. But it's just a little tricky. You're messing with something that wasn't broke. I'm a big believer, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And again, I'm not saying Konechny is a guy that's going to come in and do anything wrong. He obviously is better in the lineup than out of the lineup. But I like the way the team's been playing. I would have maybe sat him out tonight just to get him back into the flow of things and gone from there. But hey, I don't make the decisions for this team. I just watch them and analyze them. So I think Konechny's going to play well tonight. I like him on that line with Bunnaman and Raffle. That the energy that Knack brings into that line is now, I think, amplified a little bit with Konechny on that line. So I think it's a good spot for him to come back into the lineup too with those 2 guys, because it's just going to be your 4th line energy guy, and it's going to be a good way to get Konechny back into the flow of things. So. What else we got? That was really the only line change or lineup change for tonight. Obviously the Penguins dealing with some injuries, Crosby on the COVID list, so they have your not typical lineup, but they still have some big weapons, some big names that can hurt you. Guys like Jake Gensel, Evgeny Malkin, Chris Letang, they all still have great team without Crosby in the lineup. So this isn't a game the Flyers say, oh, Crosby's not playing, let's take it easy.
I might cry. They said that Mark Friedman and Cody Ceci will be Pittsburgh's 3rd pair tonight. Oh.
So Mark Friedman in the game, and he is now a rival. So, screw him. I know that's your boy, but
that's so unfair.
Oh my God, that's enough. That's enough. All right, listen, it's over. He wasn't going to be a consistent player on this team. Bye. See you later. Pittsburgh can have him. Whatever.
Do you think they did that on purpose?
No, I think it's just the thing. Ron Hextall
did it on
had
purpose?
A guy that. You had to expect something like that. He's obviously, he knows the guy. He's not going. Why would he not bring in someone that he liked? He drafted him. Like, it just made too much sense for him not to do it.
Yeah, he did it on purpose.
I mean, listen. He's not as much as you have your love for him. And by the way, this is his Penguins debut tonight too. So how fitting. He's not someone that worries me. Like, now I will say, from a betting standpoint here, if you want to get some value on a player to score a goal tonight, because it is setting up for a classic Flyers thing to happen here. A former Flyer playing in his first game against the Flyers scores a goal. Now, I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but it's almost a guarantee, because stuff like that happens all the time when former players play the Flyers. Like, it's insane. Let's actually, let's take a look at that, because we're going to get to our predictions here shortly. What is the odds on Mark Friedman to score a goal tonight? Because I'm assuming they may not even be listed. That's how, high up it's going to be. So let's see. Mark Friedman. Yeah, no, I don't even. He's not even on the list to score a goal right now. But I'm assuming he would probably be in the area of where Cody Ceci is. Mm-hmm. And Cody Ceci is at plus 1,500. That's just a score goal. That's not even the first goal. That's just a score. So I would assume Mark Friedman, at least on the sports book that I am looking at, Mark Friedman would probably be up around that plus 1,500 range because the odds are not in his favor, but they also are because he's going up against the Flyers. So right. I'm going to put that as my first prediction here. Mark Friedman scores a goal for the Penguins tonight. I'm going to steal maybe your thunder. Might not be the first goal, but he's going to score tonight.
He's going to at least score in this series, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. If he's playing all 3 games, he's going to score in one of these 3 games, at least.
Easily, yeah.
That I would definitely hammer. I am going to take Kevin Hayes to score the first goal tonight.
Ooh, okay.
Just feeling good about Hazy. Couture's got the first. Couture's got the first goal in the last 2 games. No way he gets a third straight one. But this tonight just feels like a Kevin Hayes night.
Okay.
What do you got?
I feel like Giroux's going to score tonight. I feel like he is due. I feel
beyond due.
Yeah, right. And the little video that the Flyers tweeted out earlier with him like scoring a goal and like he just looked so happy that like it even went in, like, and it was during a practice. So I just can't imagine what he's going to be like when it's an actual game and it actually counts, because he did get credit for one and then they took it away. So he needs a goal, and I feel
he does need one.
Going to be the good old captain tonight.
Okay, I'd be all right with that. I'm with you. He's definitely due to score. It's been a while for him. It's not something he's accustomed to, but he's still producing. Well, it may not be with goals, but he's still out there. He's noticeable every night. And I think, this is another perfect chance for him to kind of set the tone for the boys. Big time chance for them to just come out and show the Penguins, like, listen, you guys used to be the top team, whatever. This is our time now. Take a back seat. Crosby's not playing. You guys are banged up. Your defense stinks. So let's go out here and let's just take care of the Penguins and hand them their first loss of what will hopefully be 3. You got any score predictions?
I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be like, I'm going to say 4-3.
Okay. So you're thinking 4-3 Flyers win?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I got to check with you. I already said from the first pregame show that we did that I will never pick against the Flyers. I'm just never going to do it. Regardless of who we're playing, who's hurt, I'm not going to do it. Just not going to do it.
I've done it once.
Yeah.
And I was right, though. So it's fine.
I think the Flyers build off of the weekend, and they have another nice little game for themselves tonight. Now, the Penguins are going to score a goal. How many? Not many, but they're going to score tonight. I'm not going to sit here and say the Flyers are going to have 3 straight shutouts. Maybe a little reverse jinx action, though. See what I did there?
Reverse psychology.
No, exactly. I'm predicting I'm going to go 5-2 Flyers win.
Okay.
I think they kind of take care of business, put up some goals. Like I said, the Penguins are still a dangerous team without Crosby in the lineup. Like I said, Gensel, Malkin, Rust, Letang. There's plenty of names they have on the team to step up, but I still think the Flyers take care of business tonight. And they get to do it in front of 2,600 Flyers fans.
Yeah.
And about 200 Penguins fans.
Hold up. Like, shout out my besties there. And I'm so jealous.
I did see that. I know. I saw
so
that.
Jealous. Not fair.
The joke, if you're tuning in and you didn't get the joke, I said 2,600 Flyers fans because they're in Pittsburgh, and then 200 Penguins fans. Mm-hmm. So I'll give myself a pat on the back for that one. I'm hilarious. I know.
Ow.
That's why people tune in. I get it.
You think it was easier for so obviously if people haven't saw or heard that Philly's letting fans in, so this weekend they'll be able to have fans in, and there's a whole process where it's like season ticket holders, then it's like goes down a whole list. Do you think it was easier for Pittsburgh fans than it's going to be for Flyers fans?
I don't know. I really don't know, because I think it as much as we like to, like, especially me, I love to just bust on the Penguins because they were literally bankrupt. They had to be saved from even staying a franchise. And now all of a sudden they have all these fans that come out of the woodwork said, "Oh, I've been around forever." No, you haven't. Okay. You became a Penguins fan when the Penguins became relevant again. And that was when Sidney Crosby was drafted. Okay. You haven't watched this team. And I don't want to hear it. Okay.
Like, no,
you guys weren't selling out anything. Okay. You were struggling to even stay in the NHL as an NHL team. Don't want to hear it. I don't know that it was easier for them because, like, you got to think there's so many season ticket holders.
Yeah.
So, like, regardless of however many people are actual fans of them, I still think it's going to be tough regardless of what team you root for to try and get tickets right now. I think I don't know, was it the group chat? Someone said something about Phillies tickets going for like $425 for opening day. Phillies tickets, yeah.
No
like, I think
way.
that's going to be hold on. I got to find it now. I have to. So I don't know where it was, but I saw something about the Phillies tickets going for an absurd amount of money for opening night.
Bryce Harper was, well, that's opening, but before Bryce Harper was even a Philly, like, I could get Phillies tickets for $13. What?
I know, and see, that's the problem that I have is, like, I get it. Seats are obviously going to be limited, but, like,
keep them the same.
It's not like sporting events were cheap to go to begin with.
Yeah.
And now, like, tickets are going to
like
be
a
even
luxury. Like,
right.
It's like buying like a designer bag, at least for me. Like, what? That's insane.
And to me, what's like annoying. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, unless the players are taking me out to dinner afterwards, then, like, I would gladly go for that price. But not for a single game. Like, what?
Yeah. Okay. So right now, because I knew I wasn't crazy. Okay. Right now, Phillies versus Braves opening day, Thursday, April 1st. So a month from today, pretty much. Mm-hmm. The cheapest ticket, and you have to get 5 of them, $522.50.
My heart. Oh my God. That's insane.
Like, that is ridiculous. Like I said, I know obviously it's a hot thing because it's limited and stuff that, like,
right, and it's
people want to go to, but, like, come on. I mean, it's just absurd. Like,
that's
like I said,
wild.
it's not like we were back in, like, the 70s and 80s where tickets were like $15 to get anywhere you wanted in the stadium. Like, tickets were still expensive regardless of wherever you were. So, like, now there's just going to be 10 times worse until we're allowed to have more people back in the stadium. Yeah. And even then, I still think it's going to be, I still think tickets are going to be pretty expensive because people haven't been able to go to these things. So I just think it's going to be tough getting your hands on tickets unless you're trying to break open the bank. Yeah, like, I'm looking.
So any, like, Flyers season ticket holders, like, listening to this and you want to take me to a game, I'm free.
That goes for me as well. I am also around and I'm free. You can do whatever you want. I'll help you out.
You need a tutor? Yeah,
even so, like, I'm on StubHub right now, and tickets for Thursday's Flyers Penguins game in Pittsburgh. Cheapest ticket for that right now is $99. So that's actually not bad.
That's not bad.
If you're trying to go to a Flyers Penguins game, you want to go out to Pittsburgh, you can get in for $99.
Yeah, that's not terrible. Oh my God.
And then Saturday's game, the cheapest one is $131, which, again, expensive, yes, but not as bad. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm interested to see how things go with the fans back in the building.
Yeah.
This will be the first time the Flyers are playing in a building with fans since almost a year ago.
Yeah.
The last game they played in front of fans was March 10th against the Bruins at the Wells Fargo Center, where they were shut out. Right before the shutdown. So again, it's not many. Like I said, 2,600 Flyers fans in attendance tonight, 200 Penguins fans. So probably hear some "Let's Go Flyers" chants more than anything. But I really wish I could be there on Sunday.
I know. I would do anything.
That's all I want. Like, so if you're out there watching and you have tickets to Sunday's game, you somehow got them, and you're like, hey, please, I need like I want to get rid of these, or like I want to take a Flyers fan with me, like a real Flyers fan. Hey,
think of us.
How you doing? We'll be here. We'll be ready to go.
You can even join our podcast.
We'll have you on the show. There we go. Yeah, we'll have you on the show.
So
we'll do a pregame live from your car.
Right, like live,
or from the seats,
Oh, from the seats, even better. Like even better. Get the atmosphere, like everything. Like it would be fine.
Exactly. So yeah, Flyers Penguins puck drop about 10 minutes. So we will get out of here. Let you guys get your drinks, get your snacks, get ready to enjoy the game, get ready to enjoy game 1 of 3 straight against Pittsburgh Penguins, our most hated rival. Kels, any last thoughts, words?
Let's go Flyers.
Let's go Flyers. That's all we need to say. And yeah.